Okay, testing audio, just making sure everything sounds good. Let's see. Okay. Let me mute it so that I can hear it. Okay. All right. So, cool. Just gotta make it public. Almost forgot that. That would have been annoying. Okay. I guess I should really make these public before doing the test. That way people have time to get in before I start, if they do happen to catch it early.
Well, what can I do for you?
But anyway, so I don't know, this is probably going to be a pretty quick stream, but we're just going to basically do some of these event quests that expire today, or they end today, and I haven't done them yet, so I want to do them. And then also we can start like training for my Lance guide that I'm going to make a video on. I'm going to do all the weapons, but Lance is my main, so I'm going to do that one first. And that one should be the shortest one to do. But I have a whole process that I'm going to do for like getting used to the weapons and everything, and I'm going to go through it with Lance first. But I think for this stream I'll probably just like test it out in the training room for a little bit to make sure that I understand the entire moveset. And then in the next stream I'll get to like the bulk of the testing and like making sure it feels good and everything, and I'm comfortable knowing everything to explain in a tutorial.
I heard from the
And
others.
yeah, those will be streamed, and then the actual video itself I'll make on my own. But yeah, so let's just start with these event quests.
Yes.
So there is, event quests, okay. There's 3 event quests. I think 2 of them, does it say when they end? No. But it does say somewhere else
Understood.
on the news section. Where's the news section? I don't know if it's here. Mission info? No. I guess I have to talk to this little cat. This one? Okay, let's see. Latest news. New event quests. Okay, so 2 of them last till the 25th, and then one of them's till the 1st, but might as well just do all of them to get them out of the way. So yeah.
Back in every meow and again.
Oh, I also forgot. Let me, real quick. I turned off the lights in my room. It's gonna track my face words. Let me turn those back on real quick. Alright. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Adjust my mic. There we go. Looks pretty good. Okay, so where is... There we go.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do the event quests. So this one's a 4-star, so I guess we can do this one first. And then we'll just do it in reverse order like that. Okay. What does this one get us? Some materials for a special piece of equipment in return. Okay. Alright. So accept and prep.
Shall we get started?
Just make sure we have our meal. Come on. There we go. We'll restock. And grill a meal. Yep, we almost ran out of that one. We'll just do some veggies because it's a Rathian, so they have fire and physical attack. Then, so we'll need veggies, which are good for elemental resistance. I could skip this. Okay. And then we can just go.
Okay, let's move out.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
I tried to grab that. The herbs that were there. Alright, here we go. This should be really easy. I'm very comfortable hunting Rathian. I think there's like a... For my weapon tutorials, I want to put like a... I want to put like... what is it? Like a little showcase at the end of each tutorial to sort of show like what comfortable gameplay with the weapon should look like. And or just, you know, just like in general, not really a hard rule there, but like just want to give like a little showcase for people at the end. And I'm thinking of like doing it on the same monster for each one. But I'm trying to figure out which monster that should be, and Rathian is the first one that comes to mind for me. Because Rathian is, has very easy tells, and I'm very comfortable with fighting Rathian. I fought Rathian quite a bit in Rise, so... And it's pretty much the same as the Master Rank Rathian from Sunbreak, so... There's two, I forgot. That being said, I haven't fought Rathian in quite a while. I mean, I might have done it once on here, but other than that, like, not really. But yeah, also like, Rathian has a really weak head and tail, and so it's very satisfying to get the different flinches and everything, and the tail cut's very satisfying too. Like that. Just a very smooth and comfortable fight. And so I think it would be good to showcase all the weapons. But I don't know, maybe I also want to maybe do it on one of the new monsters. Because I think that would just be cool. Or I could potentially cater it to the weapon that I use, because certain weapons have better matchups with certain monsters. And so some monsters will look better fighting certain weapons compared to others. Nice. Yeah, this is really easy. It's a 4-star monster. Or a 4... Well, it's a 3-star strength monster, but it's a 4-star quest, so it's like... The weapon I have on me is pretty overpowered for this Rathian. Okay. Is that earth? Yeah. Earth. Ah! Camera. Okay. There. Oh, I need to delay that one much longer. Excuse me, Rathian. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, that one was easy. Well, wouldn't have really been missing out on much if I had not done these event quests probably, but they do give you some special items and stuff, so it's good to get them.
Can't let it go to waste.
Alright, we're good here.
Good boy.
I love that animation. Cool. Alright, straight into the next one. We should still have the food buff, so we could probably just go right into it.
What kind of monster are we after this time?
A Tashagama.
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today.
I'll just let it auto-track to it so I can sort of like not pay attention. So I could drink some water.
What a view! Can't go back after riding one of these.
Alright, here we go.
Calm the mind and focus.
I just realized I'll have to change my stream title very soon. Because the event quests will no longer be applicable to what we're doing.
I'll just hop off.
Oh, this is a regular Tashagama? Oh man, I love Lance so much.
Way to out-muscle that monster!
Yep. Where you going? Dang it. Missed the mount attack there. no mount from that either. Uh oh. Get ready. Here we go. This should be a mount for sure. As long as I hit it. There we go. Oops. We'll get one on the face and one on the back. In the beta, you used to pretty easily be able to get all 3 wounds. But it seems like in the full game, a lot of them just throw you off of the monster as soon as you open up that last wound. This time it's not. Okay. I wonder if it's dependent on the monster.
Got it on the ground.
You did it!
Yeah.
Get a load of these claws.
Okay. It's fine. Come on. Okay. Let's see if we can chase him probably. Great angle, okay. Ah. Okay. Get some sharpen. And oh, there's that second.
Other monsters horning in.
Okay, they're fighting, so I can heal. Just get one of these.
Do your thing, Landere. Weather's changing.
Back to us.
There is getting increasingly worse. Exercise caution.
Alright. I thought there was a wound here. I must have broken that one. Oh, there's more. Uh-oh. It's fine. Okay, here we go.
Use this if you need some heals.
Thanks, bud. Camera's going crazy. Okay. And more wounds. Okay, more wounds. Oh gosh. Yes. Oh god. Okay. It still hit me for some reason. He's too fast. We got him though. Oh, he is very fast. I don't know if we're catching him.
I'll gather up what you didn't use.
Alright, alright. Okay, secret. Secret? There you are.
Let's take a quick break.
Alright.
Excellent use of the terrain.
Thank you. I didn't do that, but, you know,
Time to go on the
I'll take
offensive.
credit. Ready? Oh no. Got one of those Margit type of hits.
Ready for ya?
Just delays him forever and ever. Okay, let's do this. Oh.
That's my partner.
That was cool.
Trove of new data.
How do you crouch? There we go. They really need to make more reasons to do this. There should be a monster that like has like a one-shot potential, and it just like destroys the entire area, right? And so you gotta run away from it. And if you run away, or like when you run away, then the monster chases you. And then the monster chases you and you gotta hide from it. And if you don't hide from it, then it can basically track you down and one-shot you still. That'd be really cool. That's more like an endgame thing though. Well, it is endgame at this point, but I mean more like a expansion thing where they've already got people into the game. It's not really a monster you... it's not really something you throw at newbies. You want people to be used to the game mechanics first and then throw something like that at them. That way it's less frustrating. But it would be really cool. Alright, last one.
Right.
This one's actually probably going to be pretty easy too. Not an investigation. Event quest. What did I get from that one, by the way? Or what did you with the decoration? Does it tell me what decoration? Oh well. Decoration for this one too.
Understood. Be careful out there.
I still have 15 minutes on it? Wow. Alright, alright. Let's go then. Just go straight into it. Because if two monsters took half the time, then this last one's probably fine too. Mhm.
The hunt is
Huh?
on.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Ooh. Downpour.
A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
Yep. I haven't even used a potion yet. I guess it makes sense. They want the first event quests to be like pretty easy, so that people that are still at the beginning of the game can enjoy them too. Because not everyone can play that fast. And also some people get the game like a week or two late, so... Okay. Well,
Got it on the ground.
You did it!
and punch. Oh, missed the punch. Punch again. Missed the punch again. Get hit. Alright. There you go. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Okay.
Do your thing, plunderer.
Oh, kind of teleported there. Doesn't matter. We have a shield. Oh gosh, this poison though.
Monster stability.
Oh.
Over here, bub. I'm your target.
Okay. Come on. Alright.
Feels so good.
Okay, as long as I don't get poisoned. Fine. Let's flash him. Oh, okay. It's fine. Got him anyway. Alright, here we go. Let me pick this thing up. Heavy slicing pod. Yoop.
It's looking weak. Almost there.
Oh, that's nice. Do you roar? I don't remember. I don't think you have a roar, huh? You sound kind of cute, actually, Lollabrina.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
No, don't move. Dang it. Alright. Hello, Rathian. Oh my gosh, Rathian. Chill. What are you doing? You're just running around looking for something. Hit. Yeah. Two. And punch. Ooh. Oh, that was cool.
I made eye contact with it.
Nicely done. Glad you're in one piece. This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
Okay. Nice. So, meow. Do they go after me if they don't have a target to go after? They don't. Oh gosh, they do. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I gotta go and let's see what these are real quick. Enhancer. Seem pretty standard to me. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I have to change my stream title now because we're done with those. So let me do that real quick. Okay, there we go. That's probably a good title. Alright, so the way this is going to work is first we're going to test out, fully exhaust all of the training room things that we can do with it, and see if there's anything I've been missing from its core moveset. For Lance, it's going to be seeing if we're missing anything, but for the other weapons, it's going to be, full-on learning the weapon. So this one's going to be much easier and quicker, but for the other weapons, we're probably going to have to spend a lot of time. And also to keep... did I make... to keep everything even, what I'm gonna do is make... Where is it? Actually, maybe I shouldn't keep everything even. I'm just gonna make whichever weapon looks cool. That kind of vibes with me for each weapon. Obviously for Lance, it's probably just gonna be the Hirabami one, but I'll use a weaker one as like a... what's it called? To keep it fair for the other weapons. I could technically do this and have it be exactly even on all the weapons. Just use this one, or maybe even this one. White sharpness, 2 decoration, speed sharpening, critical eye. But the issue is some weapons rely on a very core set skill. So for Lance, one of them is guard. Guard is very important. And Hirabami Lance has full guard, and that's sort of just the way I like playing. Some people don't like using guard, they prefer to get extra offense. But for me, guard is definitely the way to go. And so I think what I'll do is make whatever the rarity 7 version of the weapon is. Or maybe I should just make the final version of it for all the weapons, because that'll give me a little bit of extra time to make to test out the other weapons, because we have to make extra materials and stuff like that for them. So yeah, I could just use this one for now, and then for the other ones we'll actually make the weapon and use the weapon during our material gathering. So yeah, I'll keep this on, but yeah, let's go test out the moveset real quick. Make sure we're not missing anything. Okay. Let's see. How am I gonna start this? Well, okay, obviously I know the triangle. Okay, and then circle. Okay, those are two. And then there's also triangle and circle. And then that can be followed. Oh my gosh, there's so much to think about. I've never actually had to explain this, so it's like I have to think about it differently. Because I also have to think, like, how would I start talking about it? I guess, yeah, talking about the triangle attacks first. And then you have circle combos. And you can hold that as much as you want. You can go straight into that move with R2 and circle. Got a power guard from there. Retribution, okay. And then leaping thrust. Okay. Or payback thrust. Okay, that ends that path. What about after the triangle combo? Okay, from there you can guard. Actually, you can guard after most things. Here, let's do it here so it's less loud. Okay, so you can go into that. Or you can guard dash. Whoops. There you go, guard dash. Or you can just go back into mid thrusts, okay. Or a leaping thrust. Okay, well that's just resetting the core combo. Because then you can just, yeah, okay. Which I imagine is the same after this charged thrust. Yeah. You can either do triangle, triangle and circle, circle, or what was the other thing? Or guard dash, which can go into shield attack, leaping thrust, or a guard. Just hold the guard. From holding guard, you can do guard thrust, which can go into dash attack. Okay. Or you can charge the counter. Okay. Or you can do a guard dash, which then can go into leaping thrust or shield attack. Or just hold the guard. Okay. I think I've exhausted that. Let's see, is there anything else? Well, I guess while you're holding your guard, you could just go straight to dash attack. Okay, so from dash attack, you can do finishing thrust, triangle or circle. Or circle. Okay. Or you can reverse attack. Okay. Or you can guard. Alright, alright. Can you reverse attack like sideways? No. That would just finishing thrust it. Or you can stop. Or... Hey, they don't tell you about jumping. Advancing jump. Oh gosh, so there are going to be hidden. Not everything is going to be written out for you. So that's going to be tricky with the other weapons. I'm probably going to miss a lot of things then. But yeah, so one of the things you can do is jump. If you... And dash turn as well. If you just hold forward and press X, that's the jump. Or you can reverse direction by pressing back and X. Or you can do sideways hops. And that's just good for repositioning so that you can make sure that you're, you know, if you're off target, you can sort of hop over. If you're too close to be able to like redirect it just by, you know, wiggling like that. Okay. And then I believe focus mode helps you turn a little bit stronger. Oh, and you can run up the wall. Which I believe is Lance's only way of running up the wall during combat. It's also certain walls, right? Some of them you crash into. Yeah. Is there any way to tell which walls are run-upable and which aren't? It's kind of... Alright, well, we know for sure this one is, for the training room at least, so that's all we really need to know. Let's see, what else is there? Reverse attack, we went over that. Leaping thrust, wide sweep, and then... Wait, leaping thrust, wide sweep. Yeah, and then all of your options out of that. Leaping thrust. Well, it's just the same core combo that you can do out of any point in the combo, it seems. Because you get like a set of 3 and then a finisher. Like you can triple thrust, or you could charge, or you can always guard dash after pretty much everything you do. And that's actually your best method of keeping safe while fighting. The fact that you can just guard dash out of pretty much any move, except for the triple thrust. You can't do it until the second hit. So 2 hits come out as like a... So the triple thrust is actually like a... It's like a 2-step thing. It's 1, 2, and then 1. Even though it's a triple thrust. You can't actually cancel out of the first hit of the triple thrust. 1, 2. Even if you're guarding. If you're canceling it into a guard, still 2 will come out, no matter how early you press it. Yeah. But, is there another thing you can cancel? Can you cancel the triple thrust into like a different attack? No. Only the guard or guard dash. Okay. Guard dash, guard dash, leaping thrust can go into wide sweep. So, if you don't want to start with a leaping thrust, you can guard dash and then leaping thrust. And then wide sweep. Just like a safer opening because you're starting with the guard dash. What else is there? Oh, there's like power guard stuff. Specifically the retribution thrust. And then power guard stuff changes depending on if you get hit or not. Oh gosh, this is going to be a little tricky to explain. But for now we will do smash mode. And we want it to be, we'll start with weak and then we'll do normal. Do I have guard up on my set? Because guard up means you can't guard it, but... Or one of the settings of the training dummy is being unable to guard. But if you have guard up, I think you can, so... Can I change the decorations from here? No. Okay. Well, either way. So... Let's see, this charge counter, you can charge it for basically an infinite amount of time. There's literally no penalty. It doesn't kick you out of it. It doesn't drain stamina or anything. You can just hold it literally forever. I think. Like, yeah. And then you just let go when you want it to. If you get hit during it, let's get it. There you go. It just has an automatic follow-up thrust. And that counts as your It basically just pretends you pressed circle, and then you have the same follow-ups from there that you can normally do. Oh yeah, also just blocking an attack. Lance will just always, unless you get sent back a little bit, it just always does a little punch like that. That's really cool. Oh. Even if you don't get the perfect guard, it just does a little punch. But if you get the perfect guard, you don't take as much knockback. So, not taking as much knockback is good because then you can get into your follow-ups a little bit quicker. Also, your follow-ups are stronger. Watch. Actually, I don't even think you have follow-ups technically. Oh, you do. Okay. See that 65 versus 89, I think. You know what? I should also make sure I'm not using weapons that have crit when I'm testing them out. Equipment info. Yeah, I don't have any crit. Okay. Good, good. Alright, here we go. Yeah. I also need to turn the wounds off so that I can make sure the damage is the same for when I'm talking about it. Is there any way to turn that off? Hide settings? No. Wound setting. Off. Do not inflict wound. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so... because we'll talk about wounds later, but for now, we're just comparing, like... see the follow-up thrust on a perfect guard? 89. Versus, if you're just holding it, and you don't get the perfect guard. 71. Oh. Maybe that's because of my offensive guard. Hold on, let me see. You know what? When I'm testing the weapons out, I should actually just do this. I should just take everything off. And that way I'm not accidentally doing things that trigger the skill. There we go. So this is just pure guard. Guard is the only thing we have. And airborne technically, but that's not. Okay. Here we go. So now, make sure that damage is actually increasing. 47, 65. Okay, and perfect guard. 59, 82. So it was increasing from the offensive guard, but it does actually increase as well just from... Or sorry, it was increasing from the offensive guard, but it does increase from the perfect guard as well. And then let's test that out with the other follow-ups. 47, 65, 55. 59, 85, 55. So it's just the first attack, it seems. Just the initial hit. The second one still does 55 no matter what, it seems. Okay. But it basically doesn't change the fact that you're getting a bonus in the damage from hitting that perfect guard. And then now we'll test the last... Actually, is there any other follow-ups from perfect guard? Retribution thrust, guard dash. Does a guard dash potentially get powered up like that? 86, 86. So if I just guard dash normally, 86, 86. Okay, so no. This takes away the boost, it seems. 35. 35, okay. But Retribution Thrust should ideally get 44, 82. 44, 139. So that one, the second attack, is the one that gets boosted. The first attack does not. So it's the opposite of this one. Oh wait, no. No, yeah. Opposite of that one. Okay. You could also just get away. You could just back hop. Oh right, I gotta talk about the hops too. So you can hop 3 times in a row basically. And then there's a little break. Or you can reset the break by doing hop, guard dash, hop. You know? Hop, 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 guard dash, hop. As long as you got stamina basically you can move. So even if it only seems like you can move 3 times without, well even then the break is really not that long. But in between your hops you can guard dash at any time if you're about to get hit. So it's really more beneficial to just try and move with guard dash more than hopping. Hopping is good for the extra like quickness of it, but guard dash is good for having a quick and easy follow-up to do some damage and stay safe with the guard. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, right. Let's test the... Oh, we tested the damage on the Retribution Thrust. Oh, right. I forgot to finish talking about the guard. Normally, if you get hit during this guard charge counter... So it does 77. 77. Does it also... Even if you just started? Yeah, 77. What if you just, like, instantly press? Okay, 77. And now, let's test out... if you're at the full level of the charge. What the heck? Why did it do that? Why did it do a mid thrust that time? Oh, if you're holding the left stick, it does a mid thrust as a return, which is a little bit weaker. But oh my gosh, I didn't even know you could control that. If you don't hold anything, it gives you a high thrust as a return. But if you do hold something, or the direction, it does a mid thrust. And then, can you change the direction of that? Not really. Okay, but as long as you're holding the left stick in any direction, you will get that mid thrust. Oh my gosh. I don't know if anyone's talked. I don't think anyone's going to mention that. That's such a like dumb little useless tech. It's not really that useful anyway, so... anyway, you do still have the guard thrust. It's not very useful, but... it is good for like poking barrel bombs, I guess, if you want to wake up a monster safely. And get straight into... oh, that is the thing though. If you do it into a hit, I think you still take the damage, because it takes the shield away for that split second, yeah. But it is enough time to like poke the barrel bomb, the guard comes back before the explosion. Okay, so now we'll test out Power Guard. So when you're in Power Guard, drains a ton of stamina, but you do have different follow-ups. Leaping Thrust, 86, 86. I don't think there's any boost to the damage on that. Here's where we're going to want to switch it to normal. So that we can take a little bit of extra damage here. Because Power Guard, you take more chip damage, but I think the damage you get gets increased based on how much damage you absorb in the Power Guard. Oops. Okay, that's not going to be a good test. I gotta do the same move. Let's try the Leaping Thrust. I'm also going to run out of sharpness, so let me... Alright, here we go. I didn't get hit. Okay. Here we go. Leaping Thrust. Yeah, you see that? 139, 139. So the more damage you take, the more damage you deal. Let's actually test this out with guard up. Because if you put guard up on there, do I have a guard up thing? Oh, I think I do. Guard up, guard up, guard up. Come on. Guard. Oh, nope, 2 guards. Uh-oh, do I not have guard up? Really? Huh. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is change weapons. Which is going to change our damage numbers, but let's see, do I have anything with a guard up on it? There we go. Rompo Piercer. This one's probably better because it's set damage. No poison or whatever going on. Okay, so we'll have to test out. So first what we're going to do is get a base. The regular retribution thrust. Maybe we should do leaping thrust instead. Leaping thrust is easier. So the regular leaping thrust does 40-40. Perfect. Even number. Easy to test. And then I believe it's the same even if you're not in power guard, right? 40-40. Yeah, so that's just standard damage. And then if you go to the training settings, you do smash mode, and then you do weak. I actually think the weak attacks don't increase it. Yeah, 40-40. But if you take a considerable... Actually, I don't know if it's based on damage or the amount of knockback you do, or you would have like taken. Because there was a situation like that in Rise. But let's see. Apply. So this is normal. 68, 68. You can see the lance glows red. That's how you know you have the increased damage. See that? Oh, 52, 52. So it is a knockback thing. 68, 68. Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely the knockback you take and not the actual damage, which is good to know, which means that I think that means if you have guard on your lance, you do less from the power guard. So it's less beneficial to use power guard if you have guard. I'm going to test that out though. Let's try strong. I should have guard up, so this is the only thing I should be able to test this on. I also forgot what the other numbers were. And I did the wrong follow-up, so... let's go back to normal. Just to verify this again. It was 40-40 and... Okay, too far. So 40-40 is the normal. This is the... I did the wrong one again. This is the medium knockback. 52-52. And the strong knockback. Missed it. Right here. $68, 68, 68, 68. 52, 52. Okay, okay. Ready? So 40, 52, 68. Does it scale with damage? Because the last one, the 68, is the strong knockback, but this one's even stronger. So does it scale with damage, or is it just purely knockback? $68, 68. $68. Okay, that's good to know. Now let's verify, because you saw how much chip damage I was taking at that With that last one, that's not ideal, right? You don't want to be taking that much chip damage all the time trying to go into power guard. So there is like a balance between defense and offense in terms of using the power guard. And one of the things that guard on a lance does is it changes the amount of chip damage that you get when you're blocking. The problem is I can't block the last hit there, so without guard up, I can't show you unless I have a piece of equipment that has guard up on it. I might. Let's check. Guard up. Guard up. I haven't really used guard up. They haven't really needed it for too many monsters, so I haven't really been using it. So I don't think I even have anything that has guard up on it. Yep. Let's go make one right now. Because it will be useful for literally every shield weapon to know this type of information. So I might as well test it out now. That way for the other weapons I can focus purely on movesets and stuff like that.
Hey.
Forge. Armor.
What are we making today?
Can I search? Where's the search?
Hello.
Is there a search? That's not a search. Is there no search? Is there no way to search? What?
Your eye?
That's crazy. Rise had a search. Oh, this is cool. You can do male female armor only. Or show owned. Okay. Oh, here we go. Sort by. No, this is just sort by. Oh, equipment skills. Ah, there we go. Guard up. Okay. None of these say guard up. Oh, right, it's a weapon skill. So it has to be on a lance.
Catch your eye?
Which means I need something with a guard and guard up to test that out. Or just guard up and then I can put a guard decoration on it. Because I have guard decorations. So, if we do... skill... Where's the skills? Skills.
Hello.
Guard up. Okay. Ooh, it highlights them. That's cool. So it's either Gravios, which has full guard up, which actually guard up is its own thing. Unblockable attacks have their own set chip damage that guard up negates. So we might be... Well, we can't even make that right now, so let's see if we can do one of the other ones. Oratory? Oh, right, we have this. So can we upgrade it? Oh, we can upgrade it, but that doesn't give us extra decorations, which we can put guard on. Or Rumpopolo. We cannot really do anything with. Okay, so what we should just do is
Look good.
upgrade that. Use the extra decorations. And get some guard on it as well. So we want guard only. Guard, 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 guard. Is it guard? Iron wall.
Hello.
This is 2. So 2 iron wall. And do I have a 1 iron wall? Was that my only guard decoration? Oh no, here we go. Oh, they're both 2s. Okay. So that's all we can really do. I believe. Maybe iron wall is just set to 2 no matter what. Okay, that's fine.
Fit you to a T.
So, what are we testing now? We wanted to see the damage, right? The damage, and then at this point I have 2 guard up. So we want to see change. Let's take this off for now. Remove. Let's take a look at the damage. Set training smash strong. Apply. So we actually have guard up, so this should take a bit less damage. That's still a heck of a lot of damage though. Right around there, okay? We'll let it recover so we can see like the actual amount that it dealt. It's right around that. And then if we add guard, okay. Make sure we, okay, perfect. It heals me for without using a potion. So now we can test guard. Ideally, it should be less damage. That looks like the exact same amount of damage, and I think it's because of guard up. I think that's the guard up damage is set and does not get affected by guard, I guess. Okay, this is good to know. This is actually not going in my tutorial because this is way too complex and my tutorials are going to be beginner focused. But this is for me to know. I am curious now. So what we're going to do is now... so we heal ourselves there. Let's see how much we take with Power Guard. That was the same. That was the same. Okay, so maybe let's get rid of the variable of guard up. Wait, nope. Remove. Okay. So we got rid of guard up variable because it's no longer doing a guard up or unblockable attack. So right now we just have 0 guard. Just guard up on our lance, but that's not going to affect this, right? The regular block takes a little bit of chip damage like that. It's not really anything, but over the course of a fight, it can add up. So now if we put guard on it, let's check that out. What? Ah, I got hit by the weak one before. Okay, you see when I get hit by the weak version of it, like up close, I don't take any damage there. This is the strong version of it. You gotta get hit like right on the crux of it. Why am I not? There we go. There you go. That's a large amount of damage, right? And so now we'll go back and see how much that does without guard. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy, right? The little attack, the weak version. Yeah, it does a little bit of chip damage. Okay, perfect, perfect. So now we can just heal real quick, just so we're topped off. And then we can get hit by the strong hit, which is right where it lands. Just go right up there. Just about. Alright, hold up. What? Okay, there we go. It didn't seem like it did much more, though. It's not a big difference, but let's see. But the knockback is actually not that big of a difference either. Let me put on the full guard here and test that out. So this ideally should be 0 damage here. Cool, cool, cool. And then... okay, make sure we get hit. There we go. Oh, that was... yeah, just a tiny bit. What about the knockback, though? Knockback is still pretty significant on that. But that's what the perfect guard is for. Ugh, I can't time it. It's so fast. Okay, hold on. Okay, 13. There we go. When you get a perfect guard, you don't take any damage. See that? I think even with 0 guard. So if you're really good at getting perfect guards, then you don't need any guard on your lance. Let's see. Yep, look at that. All right. That's all. Now I really wanted to test out the power guard here. See how much chip damage that is versus the regular chip damage? You do take extra chip damage with power guard, it seems. Let's just stand in the same spot here. So that much versus way more. Okay. Power guard does take way more chip damage because that's not an unblockable. Obviously it's going to scale depending on how much defense you have and what type of attack the monster is using, but power guard does take more chip damage. And is it based on the okay, that's what we were testing out. We can add guard onto this lance. We can test out the strong leaping thrust from the power guard. 92. And then if we add guard, let's see. Adding guard. Here we go. Power guard. 88. Okay, first of all, let me turn the wound off. Where was that again? Wound settings off. Oh, was the wound there when I got the 90s? Well, too early. I'm gonna run out of stamina if I stayed there. Yeah, ready? 92. 92. But the thing is, like, What if I do the weak? Is it scaling my guard, or is it scaling just based on the monster's attack? You know? 54, 54, like that's a weak increase. Weak increase. Weak increase. Versus... Let's take guard off now. Now if we get stronger increases here, it scales on your guard. If we don't get stronger increases, it probably scales on the monster's attack. Gotta make sure we're right at the end of it. Okay, that's still too close. There we go. It probably scales on the monster's attack. Because no amount of guard seems to make a difference there. Let's test out the full guard lance just to verify this. Because technically speaking, you should only get you shouldn't even get an increase with full guard on a weak attack. And it is increasing. And full guard should also probably not turn red on a normal attack. Because normally when you're standing next to it, turns yellow or orange. And then when you're further away, that's gonna miss, yeah. When you're further away. Okay. Wow, you got it really close. There you go. Oh, that's a better angle. Okay. Yeah, red. Okay, so that's very good to know. Very, very good to know. It scales, and this is a lance specific thing, so I will mention this. This aspect of it. I'm not going to talk about... Well, actually, I probably should just mention everything else, including like the guard up and stuff like that. This is good to know, because no matter what sort of build you're going for, power guard is going to be good for getting damage. And actually, oh my gosh, this is like very counter to the types of builds that they've structured power guard and stuff like that, guard and power guard. Because in Rise, typically you wanted to have less guard because, or like if you were a DPS person, right? If you wanted damage output, you want less guard because what that means is some of your guarding capabilities, like there was a move in Rise that scaled based on the monster's, how much it knocks you back. And if you had guard, it would do less damage because it wouldn't knock you back as much. I don't know if it was like that for power guard or not back then, because I didn't really care to test it out, because I would just play the way I was comfortable playing and it didn't matter to me. But now that I've done the testing, this is good because this actually means higher guard on your lance means that you can do more damage. Because when you do that power guard, whoop, you see that dodge? Ooh. when you do your power guard, having higher guard means that if you're not, like the knockback you take doesn't matter, it scales on the monster's attack, so having higher guard and getting that extra damage is just a lot easier with higher guard lances because you're not taking as much damage, so you don't have to stop and heal as much. So guard is actually just very powerful on lance now. Now, obviously, if you're thinking like pure DPS, you would want to just get good at like the monster's tells and use something with offensive guard instead and use the perfect guard to not take the knockback or the damage. But for more casual play, perfect guard to like grand retribution thrust. going to be your way to go, probably. Not going to get hit there. Alright, I need to look at this from here. There we go. 191, 57, and... Ah, man. It's so finicky to get that perfect spot where you take the extra damage. Nope, I didn't get it there either. There we go. 191, 57, 69. 191, 57, 69. 44, 82. 191, 57, 69. Uh-oh. It went too far. It hit the back of him. It's good to know that the damage comes out of the tip of the lance instead of like where you're standing. There we go. 45, 55, 144. So every single hit on that gets boosted for the Grand Retribution Thrust. And we will test that out by doing weak, which will give us the white buff on the power guard. Yeah, seems like every single hit gets boosted, so that's a very powerful one to hit to use as a follow-up, because 86, 86. Well, technically speaking, both of those get boosted as well. Oh, actually, no. The white buff does not boost it for that. Actually, maybe it doesn't boost it for any of them, but it's not possible to access Grand Retribution Thrust outside of, you know, getting hit by Power Guard. I think. Unless you get a Perfect Guard, maybe? No, just Retribution Thrust. 139.44. Yeah, so Grand Retribution Thrust is only from Perfect Guard. And you just have to get hit to get it. If you don't get hit, you just get the regular Retribution Thrust. And luckily, Power Guard is really easy to just throw out randomly in your combos. Like if you're doing a regular counter, you just go right into that. 116, 37, 44. So yeah, I'm assuming maybe the... Let's test it out with the circle attack. 65, 55. And so now if we just do that from here. 65. Okay, so yeah, the white buff, it's not even a buff. It's just to signify you took a weak hit. I mean, technically speaking, it does give you that Grand Retribution Thrust, so it's a little bit of a buff. Because the Grand Retribution Thrust is 116, 44, and 37 versus 44 and 82, which is like, if they both have 44, so 82 versus 116 and 37, basically. Now, I don't know if it uses more sharpness or not. We can test that out eventually. Not really interested in it, because it's not that big of a deal. Maybe I just won't test it out. I don't, let's do it, fine. Let's get right to the... right to the sharpness breaking point. You know what? Let's use a weapon with low sharpness. Use like a bone weapon. That'll be a lot easier to test it with. My weapon has way too much sharpness to to test that out effectively. Okay, let's see.
Yep.
I think weapon, lance,
Anything catch your eye?
bone tree. This is yellow, and this is yellow, and this has too much green. What happened to the one that had just a tiny bit of green? Is that this one? No. Do they not have a weapon like that? Oh man, these all have way too much green on them. Oh. That one's got maybe the least amount of green. No? None of them, huh? Subar. Oh, that's annoying. Anything else has like just a shred of... Oh, you know what we could do? We could do the bone tree. This one... no, this one has too little and this one has too much. I don't think handicraft is going to help me there. Wanted to find one that like is right below the threshold of a handicraft. Is that one? Maybe that one is slightly blue. It's not worth fighting something to make it though. Alright, well. We will still use a bone
Anything catch your eye?
lance.
Look good.
Perfection.
Because they do just have pretty weak sharpness. Use that one.
Look good.
Perfection.
Alright, here we go.
Fit you to a T.
Okay, so training settings, wound off, smash, I guess normal, apply, doesn't matter because we're doing this here. You know what I should actually test? I should also see if this... Oh, this is faster, okay. Because I think bouncing uses an extra chunk of sharpness. I should see if the leaping thrust uses 2 ticks of sharpness or just 1. Okay, ready? Alright. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to do this. I need to not use that actually. I need to just use the regular and just see how many hits it takes. That way I know for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So 32. The 30-second hit breaks the sharpness. I think, God, I wish I didn't get that triple thrust in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck! Bouncing uses extra sharpness, so that's not... You know what I'm gonna do? Let me get rid of this smash. That way I can stand in a safer spot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this. Let me use circle. That way if I mess it up, I can redirect it the other way. Ah, shoot, never mind, it's too slow. They come out slightly slower. 8, 9, 10, 12. No, I never realized this, but shifting from side to side makes it come out faster, and it's messing with my rhythm. 1, 2, 3. I'm not holding focus mode. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Why is it 30 that time? Do I have something on? What the heck was that? Am I terrible at counting? What the heck was that? Equipment info. I don't have anything that would make that different. So maybe the triple thrust uses a different amount of sharpness. Um, 30. 30 makes more sense. Triple thrust only uses 1 point of sharpness, because if I got 32, that means it was actually supposed to be 33 and I miscounted? Or sorry, if I got 32, that was only counting as 1. And so it should have actually been breaking on whatever's 3 before that. What? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's see how many hits I can get with triple thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 18, 6, 24, 30, 33, or 36, 42, 44, yeah. The triple thrust only uses, you can even see it on the thing when it's decreasing. I think the triple thrust only uses 1 point of sharpness. So watch, they go down with each hit. It's very subtle, but you can see it. Actually, what I should do is HUD settings, sharpness gauge, large. There we go. It'll be easier to see like that. Yeah, they go down with each hit, right? But when you do the triple thrust, see that? It doesn't go down as much. Matter of fact, it doesn't look like it goes down at all during the triple thrust. Huh? Okay, that one might break it. Okay, no, it does go down. It just goes down really slowly. They're like half ticks or something like that. What about this? 3, That one's normal. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now let's test out the leading thrust. Okay, wait, let me start over. I gotta count those because I can't really see it ticking down twice, or I can't tell if it's ticking down twice or not on the gauge, so I'm just gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why does it do that? This game's almost like too quick to get attacks. Like the input thing is too responsive sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. 24, 6, 28, 30, 32. I should be able to get to 60. 34, 36, 38, 40. Ah, no. If I got to 30, that means probably that it's only doing 1 tick down for leaping thrust instead of 2, even though it's doing 2 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, it only does 1 tick for leaping thrust. That's so good. I hated World because leaping thrust was essentially useless because it took 3 ticks and it did 3 hits and they were weak hits. It's a terrible move. And in Rise they brought back, well, they didn't bring back the glory of it, but they made it glorious from a move that was terrible. It was the sharpness destroyer in World. Okay. And it's just as great here. How much damage is that? 36. That's 43. 43, 43. Okay, so it's like 2 high thrusts? Wow. As an opener, that's great because you can go very fluidly into that wide sweep, which is much stronger. Or just even more high thrusts. But the wide sweep is probably more worth it. I don't know. It depends. Doesn't matter. Like, with Lance, you really don't want to be going for DPS. Like whatever is optimal DPS. You don't want to just spam that. You do things based on the situation you're in. Really, I guess it's like that with every weapon, but more so with Lance. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? That might be everything, actually. There's the Retribution Thrust and Grand Retribution Thrust. Oh, the dash attacks do damage. Do they ramp up? No. It's just always 25. 52.90 is the finisher, but if you do the weak finisher, it's just a 75. Or what about the turnaround finisher? 69. Okay. Okay. That's like somewhere in the middle of those. Actually, it's weaker. It's weaker than the regular finisher. It's actually very weak. I think even if you're at full speed, right? Let's see. Alright, okay. 75, yeah. You're getting 75 regardless. So it's actually not that great for damage. But it is good for positioning. You really just want to use it for positioning anyway. If you accidentally run past the monster, or if you need to reach a little bit higher, it's good for like running under a tail and then just going like, wow, right? It reaches pretty high, so you get the tail. Shield attack can stun, but it's really not worth it to use for stunning. It's more used for not having a leaping thrust after your dash attack and not having to wait for the guard to come out. It's a good way to just get into some quick damage quickly while staying in place after the leaping thrust. It's for positioning mostly. Alright, on to the wound. Instantly inflict a wound, because we're just testing out the wound. Ready? Wait, that's not a wound. Oh, right, it's just... Okay. Wait, when does the wound come back? Oh, they stay like scabbed over, essentially, like hardened over after you break one. And then it comes back after a while. Oh, that's how that works. Okay. Anyway, focus strike, victory thrust. On its own. It's actually one of the safer wound attacks. Because there's very little end time and lag on it. Let's see how much it hits for normally. Alright, ready? Oh, shoot. I think it's 30. Stop hitting everything! It has such a wide radius. 30. Okay, so it does 30. And the finisher... Ah, shoot. I need to not have instantly inflict. I think I need to be able to control my wounds a little bit easier. Well, I guess I could do that. Just wait for the last one. $22, $22, $22, $22, $60, $60, $60. If you just don't finish it early. But... yeah, 66. Okay. So 4 22s and then 3 60s. Versus... if you... why was that 57s? Oh, I have... Here we go. So with the... let's get rid of some of these. There we go. If you just end it early... oh, it's just 2 60s? Not even a third one? Oh no, that's 3. I must have missed it. But you don't get those 4 22s for free. But really the way you want to use that is you only use the 22 is if you need time to re-aim it. You know, like that. Like if you get into an awkward position, you gotta turn around, boom, like that. That's pretty much it though, I think. Obviously if you aim for the wound with the attack, you can break another wound. Which you actually kind of don't want to do usually, because wounds can flinch, and those are... A flinch is more strong than getting the extra damage, because a flinch leads to even more damage. Guard thrust. It's just straight 30. Very weak. Generally no reason to use it at all. Oh right, the thing... So normally it hits for 30. But you get an extra 30 and an extra 35. That was 37 and 35. I don't know, you get the extra 30 and the 35, and then the 30 turned into 37 because I hit the wound. That's what that did. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to look into damage numbers for anything else other than Lance. I'm just really curious about Lance damage numbers so I can fully understand Lance. Not even going to talk about most of that. It's just kind of interesting. I want to master Lance. Like, I want to know everything about Lance. The only thing to test out would be... let's get rid of these. Does Grand Retribution Thrust and Retribution Thrust, how much sharpness do they use? Let me actually turn the wounds off, that's kind of distracting me. Three. 4. 5. I mean, this is looking like I'm going to be able to get to 30, which means it's only doing 1 tick of sharpness for the hit. If not less. Like, this feels like it's going on forever. Okay, and then Grand Retribution, ideally it doesn't use extra. Oh, what about this? This is maybe... It's hard to aim because it's such a wide attack. It looks like it's going down by 1. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it this many times if it was only... If it was taking 2 sharpness, you would only be able to get 15 of these out, and then it would break. So that's also only doing 1, or semi-ticks, as like the triple thrust had, like... Didn't seem like 1, it seemed like semi-ticks for that, or something like that, like half-ticks. And then the Grand Retribution Thrust, I'm assuming, is just going to be the same. Where is it? Smash. Normal. looks like just one. Actually, it looks like more. That's 3. 4. 5. Actually, it might be taking 2. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 'Dang it! 11. Went too far. Because hitting a hard part's gonna take extra sharpness, but I think generally like 12, 15 would be right around the middle, so I think it is only taking 1. Or it's doing the same thing that the triple thrust did, which is like little mini ticks. I don't really need to know the specifics. Someone else will do that work. Maybe, I don't know, maybe no one will do that. Not like it matters really. It's probably in the data somewhere. Like, should be able to look up like the code. Someone can list all that stuff. I'm sure someone will do it. But it's not really important to know for just general use. I think that's everything. Oh, right. So, stand by. So with this dash attack, it's good for catching up to the monster, obviously. Whoops. And, you know, jumping in and doing a hit. $49. So it's basically like a... It's actually a little bit stronger than a high thrust. Say 45 that time? It did, 45. Does it get stronger with the, you know, full speed? 49 still. Or 49 again. $49. Sorry, Alma, I hit you earlier. $45. Okay, so it's just, it boosts it by 4 damage, which, you know, really isn't too much in the grand scheme. Although with a higher power weapon, that might be a little more significant. Let's see. $82 versus what the 82. Maybe I didn't get the full speed. $90. Okay. Oh, does it only boost it if I hit it with the other? The other attack? 90. No. So I think it is the full 82 to 90. Yeah, it's still only 8, so it's really not that much. It doesn't make a difference. It's not something you should care about. Alright, ready? Yeah. Okay. That's it, I think. Try charge counter, guard dash. Dash attack, guard, charge counter, power guard. You can obviously just let go of power guard. Leaping thrust, wide sweep. Oh, there is something to note, which is wide sweep cannot be used first, obviously. But if you do go into a wide sweep, it feels like it comes out a little bit faster. Maybe not. No, it's about the same. Okay, anyway. What I was going to say is, wide sweep, if you use it as the second attack, is perfect. Because then you could follow it up with a mid thrust or a high thrust, or you can just go into a charge counter. Or any of your other moves, right? But really, if you're trying to just like DPS, right? Wide sweep as the second attack is good because you can do mid thrust or high thrust, which are the quicker ones. And then that just leads into more damage. But if you do it as a third attack, there's a lot of weight. See how fast you can get into that mid thrust after the wide sweep when it's the second one? Right? Versus if you do it as a third, there's a tiny bit of delay, which really it's not that big of a difference, but that little bit of delay can, you really feel it with the fast pace of the monsters and whatever. And then the other thing is like, especially if you're doing upward thrust. Oh. Let's see. 1, 2, sweep, charge, right? Versus 1, sweep, charge, or just high thrust. Actually, can you charge faster after the sweep if it's second? No, it's about the same. But what you can do is wide sweep, guard dash. You can immediately guard dash because guards come out very quickly. There is a slight delay for the guard though. The guard dash comes out much quicker. And then the dash attack. Oh, the dash attack actually comes out very fast too. Actually, that's a pretty good follow-up too if you don't want to wait for the little end lag. 1, 2, 3. No, it's probably faster to just wait for the end lag. The startup on that is too long. Because that 183 is much better. Or the triple thrust. Much better than the dash attack. 44, 127. 127. No, yeah. Triple thrust is still better. 44, 127. And then the charge is still better too. 183. Okay. So you generally don't want to do that dash attack out of the leaping thrust unless you need it for the positioning. But guard dash is good. Instead of trying to, like, if you're finding yourself, see, this is something I'm learning right now. If you, why did that do 75? Or 175? Oh, that was always how much it did. I was thinking of that. Okay. Oh, are there 3 levels of charge for this? So this white is 111. Orange is 152. And then, yeah, red. 183. And then I just lost sharpness, so let me just make sure that was still a white attack. Yes, it was. Okay. Shoot. What was I gonna do? Right, this is something that I just learned. And that is, if you're finding yourself about to get hit after a wide sweep, because it has a lot of end lag compared to everything else on Lance, you know, everything's got like such little end lag. The wide sweep has probably the most end lag on it, even compared to leaping thrust. See? Versus that. Yeah. Just slightly, but there's more end lag on that wide sweep. So if you're finding yourself about to get hit, it's actually not as beneficial, or it's not as safe to try and just guard after it. Watch, see how long it takes. I'm gonna spam guard right after the wide sweep. Okay, versus, let's do it again. It takes that long. And then versus, I'm gonna spam guard dash after. Let me get closer or a different angle so that you can hear it better. You know, I don't know how well that's coming through, but I'll just say when I'm spamming it. Ready? Now. Okay, right? No. See? Versus guard dash. No. See? Less nows. No. Well, no, it's the same amount of nows, but you can see the end lag on it. So much less. Oops. Can you just hold guard and then have it come out? Oh, yes, you can. You don't even have to tap it. That'll save my fingers some stress. Not that I'm even going to be able to notice that I'm doing it or spamming it or not during the middle of battle. But, okay. So yeah, guard dash is safer, but guard dash has no benefit to hitting it. All you can do is really just go into a regular leaping thrust or a shield attack from there. If you do land the guard, you can get a perfect guard, which has, you know, the follow-ups from the perfect guard, or even just regular guard. You get knocked back a little. You have follow-ups there too, and those are slightly better because you have like the retribution thrust. It's more powerful than just a regular leaping thrust. And also leaping thrust, if you're not like, if you're like strapped on positioning, you want to be in the same spot after your guard dash. It's easier to go into a high thrust. Or really, actually, no. Okay, so it's more like if you don't want to move after your wide sweep, you want to guard because you want to be in the same spot. But if you guard dashed, it might put you out of the way of the monster. It's really not that big of a deal. Because actually, this is why I sort of advocate for not putting evade extender on Lance. Because if you did, you know, actually it might only affect your hops and not your guard dash. So that might not be an issue. But generally, for Lance, you want to be in the same spot as often as possible and not move too much. Because it's all about precise positioning. And so you don't want to have like such a wide hop from evade extender. But something like gun lance, where your repositioning abilities are much more limited, then you'd probably want evade extender. It'll be a lot more comfortable that way. But for lance, you get so much movement opportunity and like repositioning with the leaping thrust and just hops, leaping thrusts, and just comboing those together. You know, like you cannot really do this with gun lance. The only way to even attempt doing it is with, I think you shell and then you do the move forward with the follow-up attack. Let me just get the gun lance and show you, because I'm done here. I think I've gotten everything out of lance. Gun lance. The only way to even attempt doing that is to no, this one and then lateral thrust. You can still do it, but you see how it's much slower. And cumbersome. And if you accidentally press triangle, then that happens. Okay. Is there any other way to move? I guess that. Oh, you could do that. But see, that relies on you having shells, which if you run out... Actually, it's not that bad. But then again, it's if you're using a wide shelling or long shelling, you're going to have less shells to play with. And some of them only have like 2 shells. And this is nowhere near that possible in terms of movement. You'd have to recharge or reload every like 2 steps. Watch. If you just... And then had to reload after that, that would be annoying, right? Severely limits your mobility if you have less shells. So something like evade extender is just going to be a lot more useful, because then you can just hop over whenever you need to and just continue your damage. Yeah. And this is a stationary target, so moving around is, going to get you a lot farther. Generally, they're going to move like way over here, and catching up to that with lance, especially because you have the dash attack on lance, it's going to be a lot easier to catch up with lance than it is gun lance. And gun lance, you can either put your weapon away, or if you have evade extender, you can just hop over to it, like that. But only have to do like once, pretty much. But like if it went way over there and you were over here, you have lance, you could just go that way and then hop. Boom. Really easy. And also lance is just the best at chasing down monsters, because other weapons, they got a sheath when the monster's running away. You can just chase it down like that. Some monsters end up getting away, but if they're slower monsters, then you can catch up to them and do some chip damage while they're running away, and it's really fun. But yeah, that's it for this. What I'll do next is find well, our weapon is already set. I'll find a armor set that's a little bit weaker. Or, no, maybe I should just make I'll remake the armor set. That way I can pretend I'm doing the same sort of, what's it called? Like the routine that I'm going to do for every weapon. And, so I'll remake an armor set for lance. That's like purely for lance skills. At least the way I want to play. And when doing that, I will work my way up through monsters and stuff like that. And then eventually we will fight you know, a beginner monster, medium monster, all 4 apexes, and then a hard monster, and then the hardest monster, which is, I'll do both. You know, a regular Gormagala, or sorry, tempered Gormagala, and then tempered Arkfeld. And that'll be my test for all the weapons. Because if I'm able to do all of that, maybe I won't do a medium monster. Maybe I'll just do an easy monster to start me off. No, I'll do a medium monster. So easy monster. Let me look at my monster list. I'll choose actual monsters to fight. Okay, so Chotacabra is too easy. Chemistries, maybe. Balahara, maybe. Dashagama. Yeah, Balahara digs too much. Malabrina's too much of a punching bag. Kongolala is gross. Yeah, I think Dashagama will be our easy monster. And then we've got the 4 apexes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we could do a medium monster as well. I would say medium monster. Oh, you know what'll be fun actually? Instead of a medium monster, we can do Hirabami pack. If I had a pack of Hirabami. And that way we can see what it's kind of like fighting a pack monster, because I think Hirabami fighting as a pack is so much more manageable than the Dashagamas. So we'll fight a pack of Hirabami instead of a medium monster. I was going to say like a Rathian or something as a medium. But pack of Hirabami, 4 apexes, Dashagama, and then at the very end, tempered Gormagala and Arkfeld. Both 5 stars for these. 3 stars for everything else. No, 3 star for Dashagama, 3 star for Hirabami. Or really don't, the stars doesn't matter for Dashagama and Hirabami, as long as they're all 5 stars. For the apexes, 5 stars. If I can find them. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't worry about the star level. It's really not that big of a deal. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much damage you take and how much damage you deal. It's more about how it feels to play it. So maybe I won't worry about the star level, except for the very end. I do want to see like how I deal with the weapon with a significant amount of challenge, and then it'll be 5-star tempered Gormagala and 5-star tempered Arkfeld. Okay. But yeah, that's all. I'm done with my guide here. Or not the guide, but I'm done testing out in the training room. This one actually is probably going to end up being the longest training room session, because I was fully testing things out for Lance, and the other ones is just going to be like surface level testing. Because I don't know the weapons as well anyway. Lance is the only one I have like expertise in, so I was testing like the minute details and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're done with the training room section. And so next all we gotta do is make our armor and weapon, whatever, and then fight all those monsters. And whatever monsters we need to make the set as well will also be fought. And then we just repeat that for 14 weapons. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time, where we fully do the Lance testing. And after that I'll be able to make my first weapon tutorial. And then I gotta make sure I make a video on my my third channel that I've basically moved to this channel. I gotta make sure I let people know on that channel that things have moved over here, in case they didn't see it, because all I've done so far is make a community post about it. So it's like I gotta let them know if people are only watching videos there. Yeah. that's all for now. Thank you. Bye.